Yo. Double tap the screen, shut a live out, man. I'm posting the number right here, man. We finna get into it. I'm posting the number right here. We finna get into it. Hold on. Hold on. All right, maybe that one will work. Start queuing it. All right, y'all let me know if y'all can see the number posted. Y'all let me know if y'all can see the number posted right there. Can y'all see the number? I know I'm running a little late. We about 15 minutes away from Plug After Dark. Everybody double tap the screen and shut a live out, man. Y'all know what time it is. We finna get straight into it as soon as I get everything put together. 1 second, chat. Y'all double tap the screen, shut a live out. Jet, what it do? Lala, what it do? Big Niche, what it do? You said, what? I can't figure out if there was a client list on Trump's on it like the Dems. Why didn't Biden's DOJ release it? They would have won the election. We finna get into it. Y'all double tap the screen. Y'all shut a live out because somebody lying. And I'm as an American, I'm sick of it. As an American, I'm sick of it, man. Somebody's lying, man. I got the proof is in the pudding.
To the greatest damn show on YouTube.
The proof is in the pudding, man. They're saying that there were no clients. They're saying there was no clients. They're saying there's no client list. They're saying there's no blackmail. They're saying that there was not an unaliving. But I got a whole lot of claims to contradict that. Y'all double tap the screen. Y'all shut a live out. Y'all know what time it is, man. We finna get straight in the intro mode. Let me find that baby goat and load it up, man. Double tap the screen. Shut a live out, man. Y'all know what time it is. Baby goat, we in intro mode. Chain on chain and ice on ice like Adam Sandler, I'm water boy. Don't let the social fool you. I know that they ain't about it. Ain't got no couple talking shit. Okay, then little walkie talkie. I told that bitch to come home. I ain't got time for no bitch that's healing. Talk to blood, she called me daddy. And I'm screaming out no D. I'ma make sure that she come. I'ma fuck her good with my tongue. I know the night is still young. So baby, let's get it in. I know just how she likes it tonight. She spicy, she added a friend. They ain't identical, but they fucking like so in the bed. I call them twin. I call them twin. I call them twin. Bitches, shoot a shoot. 1 + 1 = 2. What you tryna do? Go back for back, check a swoop for swoop. Either way it go, I'm on. Either way it go, I'm gone. Brody them just got like 100 on me, they tryna get them gone. What you call it, wet? What's the name? And he put it in his song. Brody them got the purest part of his pig, you know this shit is strong. No diddy. I'm the type of nigga that turn my bitch up in each city. Brody got out, we sell them brain, we hit them gritty. I'm feeling like a baby, I'm trying to get that milk about them titties. It's no question who young and the latest. If you want your bitch, then when she talking, hear her. If I want the bitch, I'm going Pittsburgh. Still her. I keep some on the side, I don't have trust in just the main bitch. Suck me up while I'm driving like damn, I die by this lane switch. She a different type of freak, so we ain't never got to tussle. Throw it back like Miss London, and some of your life be hustle. Oh man, double tap the screen and shut a live out. We finna get straight into it, man. I don't know what the hell is going on. They talking about there's no client list, but I got a clip right here of Pam Bondi telling the American people that she got the client list sitting on her desk. So who's lying? Is Kash Patel lying? Is Pam Bondi lying? Is the DOJ lying? Is the FBI lying? Why in the hell do I have a clip of Pam Bondi telling Fox News she has the Epstein client list on her desk? And today, like an hour ago, they released this bullshit footage talking about
Right before the whole 11 hours of the night Epstein was unalive. Like, we don't know about doctor footage. Like, we don't know footage can be doctor. We just had Pam Bondi, the most transparent administration in U.S. history, right? Right. The most transparent. Why they fucking lying? And I don't want none of y'all to come here and say, oh, they not lying, plug. Yes, they is. They fucking lying. Somebody fucking lying, bro. I got the clip right here. Somebody's lying. Why is she saying that she got a client list on her desk right now about 4 months ago? And here goes today, it wasn't no client list. It wasn't no blackmail. Then we got Candace Owens just did the interview with the, I forgot dude's name. He said Epstein was a three-letter agency agent. Said he was working for the Mossad. But we worry about D. It's all a consortium now. If we got Kash Patel and Pam Bondi telling us that, oh, we got truckloads of evidence, hours, gigabytes and gigabytes. Now it ain't nothing there but the, hold the fuck on. How was he trafficking and there wasn't nobody there? Who was he trafficking to? If he ain't got a client list, if he ain't got no damn clients, where does the trafficking come in? Houseway. If he ain't got a client, where does the traffic? Who is he trafficking them to? Who? Casper? His damn self? Who? Lala said there has to be a list. Their ass was flying from here to there. There's definitely a list. Who was he trafficking to if it wasn't no clients? Oh, y'all saying it was just Jelaine, however you saying that, the Maxwell lady. So it was from A to B. It was just Epstein sending them over there to the Maxwell lady. That's the trafficking right there. Y'all want to tell me that's the trafficking. From A to B, it was going from, well, who the fuck was on the other side? Was it just her? What's up, Gerald? Was it just her? Y'all double tap the screen. 13 likes is piss poor, man. We ain't 10 minutes in, but we got double tapping the screen is how you like the video. Somebody's lying. I have a clip right here loaded up about to play it for y'all that Pam Bondi says she has the client list on her desk. Let me read y'all what they released, man. This is what the government released. This says, as a part of our commitment to transparency, the Department of Justice and the Federal Bureau of Investigations have conducted an exhaustive review of the investigative holdings related to Jeffrey Epstein. To ensure that the review was thorough, the FBI conducted digital searches of his databases, hard drives, and network drives, as well as physical searches of squad areas, locked cabinets, desks, closets, and other areas where responsive material may have been stored. These searches uncovered a significant amount of material, including more than 300 gigabytes of data and physical evidence, but nobody else. 300 gigs of data and physical evidence. The woman saying she got the client list on her desk, but he was just trafficking them to nobody. He was just, you know what I'm saying, like, what? The filings related to Epstein include a large volume of images of Epstein, images and videos of victims who are either minors or appear to be minors, and over 10,000 downloaded videos and images of illegal child abuse material and other pornography. Team agents, analysts, attorneys, and privacy and civil liberty experts combed through the digital and documentary evidence, with the aim of providing as much information as possible to the public while simultaneously protecting the victims. Much of the material is subject to court-ordered sealing. Only a fraction of this material would have been aired publicly had Epstein gone to trial, as the seal only served to protect victims and did not expose any additional third parties to allegations of illegal wrongdoings. So they're saying that even if he would have went to trial, we wouldn't have seen shit. We wouldn't have seen shit. Basically, the only thing they had over there would have exposed the victims. It wouldn't have exposed any co-conspirators, anybody that was around. It would have only exposed the victims, is what they're trying to tell us. Through this review, we found no basis to revisit the disclosure of the materials and will not permit the release of child porn. The systemic review revealed no incriminating client list. There was also no credible evidence that Epstein blackmailed prominent individuals as a part of his actions. We did not uncover evidence that could predicate an investigation against uncharged third parties, consistent with prior disclosures. This review confirmed that Epstein harmed over 1,000 victims. Each suffered unique trauma. Sensitive information related to these victims intertwined throughout the materials. This includes specific details such as victim names, likeness, physical descriptions, places of birth, associates, and employment history. One of our highest priorities is combating child exploitation and bringing justice to the victims. Perpetuating unfounded theories about Epstein serves neither of those ends. So they're saying by himself, he harmed 1,000 people, 1,000 individuals by himself. Consistent with prior disclosures, this review confirmed that Epstein harmed over 1,000 victims. Each suffered unique trauma. Sensitive information related to these victims is intertwined throughout the materials. This includes specific details such as victim names, likeness, physical descriptions, places of birth, associates, and employment history. One of our highest priorities is combating child exploitation and bringing justice to victims. Perpetuating unfounded theories about Epstein serves neither one of those ends. And to that end, while we have labored to provide the public with the maximum information regarding Epstein, an ensured examination of any evidence in the government's possession, it is the determination of the Department of Justice and the Federal Bureau of Investigation that no further disclosure would be appropriate or warranted. They said that's it, that's all, end of story, man. It's done with this Epstein shit. Let me open the call lines. The call lines are now open. Man. If y'all want to call in and talk to me, man, this shit is crazy, man. They said it's done. It is the Department of Justice and Federal Bureau of Investigations that no further disclosure will be appropriate or warranted. As an American, do y'all feel like that's enough? Is that enough for y'all as an American? It is what it is. No client list. No blackmailing. He didn't he didn't get unalived. He did it to himself. Are y'all comfortable with those answers as Americans?
Files, that's all in the process of being reviewed because that was done at the directive of the president from all of these agencies.
So have you seen anything that you said, oh my gosh?
This Pam Bondi. What's going on, caller? What's your name? Where you calling from?
Yeah, Bondi from Philadelphia.
What's going on, Philly? Can you speak up for me so the chat can hear you?
Yeah, how you doing, man?
I'm doing all right, man. How you feeling about this Epstein client list? Everybody double tap the screen and shut the live out. We 22 subs away from the next sub goal. Go ahead, New Jersey.
I've seen the Epstein files. Get dropped, man. I am going nuts about it. 'Cause, man, we thought everybody's name is gonna get dropped, from Jay-Z to Beyonce to even the president.
The chat saying you gotta speak up, man. They can't hear you.
I said that, the president was going to go down, the artist was going to go down, everything got dropped. It's crazy. Things that were going to be on that list were high marked names, and just knowing that they got taken down, It's kind of fishy. It's not even kind of. It's all the way fishy. I'm very elusive about how that got out and how that got terminated, who paid for it, because big money is going to go into this case. And like I said, big names, Jay-Z, Beyonce. It was alleged, nothing was confirmed. And speculations made more and more sense that all these people were going there for some reason.
Okay, so you said you expected to hear from allegedly Jay-Z and some politicians. You said all of these people weren't going there for no reason, right?
Oh man, come on, man. The way they made it seem, the story that I've heard, kids being over there, come on, bro.
So how do you feel about them alleging that Epstein was a Mossad agent,
Side agent.
CIA?
Excuse me. Hey, listen, bro. When they're in there, they know how to get out. You know what I'm saying? They know how to make everything their way and show that nothing ever matters. The way they do it, they can hide. So he knew intel. He knew how to hide his intel, wash his hands, and clean his hands, and make everything look nice. So the way that this case is looking out is just that he pushed this case for a reason. Yeah, they're pushing this case to end, but it's not going to end. He did stuff to hide his tracks as best as possible.
I got this right here. It says the CIA did hire prostitutes to lure men as a part of its covert operations. Specifically, during the 50s and 60s, the CIA ran a program called Operation Midnight Climax, in which prostitutes on the agency's payroll were used to lure unsuspecting men to safe houses. Once there, the men were secretly given drugs such as LSD, and their reactions were observed through two-way mirrors. This program was a larger part of the MK Ultra project, which was aimed to explore the potential of mind control through various methods, including the use of drugs and sexual activity.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro. Like another form of Diddy. All the stories that they were saying about Diddy. God bless that man too, but yeah, just another form of how the government tries to hide its tracks and make sure everything looks good, depending on how much money you have in the city, state, and country. Money is power. They spend so much money into this case trying to find out what's going on, but suspects, victims won't speak up as much. And himself, I know he has so much fucking money. It's impossible to fucking find out what's happening.
Yeah, they said he really didn't do much. They said he just, kind of came out of nowhere and was making all the money hanging out with the rich people like he was a plant.
Yeah, event planner, whatever he was, it's a hell of a game, bro. The game, and them dropping that, just get back to that. It's just them showing that money is king. Somebody put money into this.
Yeah, for this to be the most transparent administration, I'm sitting here like, they came out, they said with the MLK files was supposed to come out. The only thing I heard about them was them trying to tarnish his name, say he was, a freak leak or whatever. Then you got the JFK files. We haven't seen those. Was it a shooter in the front seat or not? Now we got the Epstein files, and it's been a letdown for all of America.
Yep. Yeah, man. Listen, God bless America. That's what I gotta say.
Man, I appreciate you, caller. I'm gonna get to the next caller, man. But before we get you out of here, man, how do you feel about Mark Cuban saying he wants to join the American Party?
The American Party is the one that, what's his name, started.
Elon. Yeah, Mark Cuban said he's interested in joining the American Party.
I really don't. I don't want to say no comment on that. What I would say is that being a Democrat or Republican, whatever party you are, me personally, I have my own decisions. Everybody has their own decisions, whether it benefits them or not. Choice. I think that another party just doesn't do anything as far as how the country is divided already. We already see how a third party displays on the other end. When it goes against the Democrats and Republicans. So it never turns out well. We'd like to see something to try, but sometimes it's not going to do much.
All right. I appreciate you calling, man. I hope you subscribe to the channel. We'll hear from you next time.
Okay, man.
All right. You said name a car for an edit. Bentley truck.
Sean.
What's going on, caller? What's your name? Where you calling from?
John.
What's up,
I'm
John?
calling from Epstein's Island.
Okay, John from Espstein Island. How you feeling about this, man?
What do I feel about Epstein?
Yeah, how do you feel? You say you from Espstein Island, man. What about that client list? Was it a client list or was it not a client list?
Not a client list.
There wasn't a client list. So who was he trafficking to? How was it trafficking if it wasn't no clients?
I just joined your live, so I have no idea what's going on. I'm not gonna lie.
All right, man. Thank you for calling in. Somebody else had called. We're gonna get to the next caller. I ain't got time to play with him. This shit for real.
Yo, hello?
What's going on, caller? You are now tuned in to Plug Station, man. I seen you called. I gave you a call back. How you feeling about this Epstein list, man? Did he have clients or did he not have clients?
And there's a lot going on with the whole thing, but I think it's just a lot deeper than what we're really getting, actually.
So I played the clip of Pam Bondi. She said
Yes, sir.
she had the Epstein client list on her desk. And now today, July 6th, we find out that there was no client list. So how do you feel about that coming from your DOJ? As an
I
American.
don't feel that is completely truthful. I'll be completely honest. I am a Trump supporter, but I don't feel that they are being completely honest with that part of that side. But I also don't know why, because I feel like if there was a bigger behind the Republican picture, that the Democrats would have released it, and if there was a bigger part behind the Democrats, the Republicans would have released it. So I'm just actually kind of confused right now.
I think what Candace and that guy sat down and said makes the most sense, that he was an agent. So he was working for both sides. It was above parties. When you talk about the three-letter agencies like the CIA, that's above party lines.
I agree, and it's kind of weird to me how nobody knows where the man got his money from is my biggest thing.
Everybody double tap the screen, shut a live out, man. We need to get the likes. So we go live every single day over here talking politics, current events, and entertainment. We got Sean, the caller, on the line. Sean says he believes that there is more. Your name is Sean, right?
My name's Gage, man.
Oh, fuck. Gage, the last caller was Sean, my bad. Gage, we got Gage on the line, and he believes there is more to the Epstein files. He believes that they're hiding it, man. So what I'm gonna say about this is, how do we get trafficking if there was no client list? How do we come to that conclusion? If there was no clients, how are we getting trafficked?
I feel like there was something that somebody was about to get in big trouble for, and they had to stick it on to him. Really, that agent that was just ready, not even ready to take the charge, but he was the one that was going to take it if anybody needed to.
So you think he was the fall guy?
I really do.
From the beginning, his money came out of nowhere. He was basically an industry plant. They just put him in there to do what he had to do and take the fall if need be.
Dude, I really do feel like there's a lot of evil in our government, and I really feel like that they were condoning a bunch of it. And once they finally, somebody needed to get wrapped up for it, so it had to be him. And it's very weird how he, quote unquote, committed. He was in jail, and we have never seen no evidence of nothing, and we have never seen where his money came from, and we know nothing about this man for as big as he is.
Well, how do you feel about them saying that they're gonna release the last 11 hours of his life, showing nobody coming in and out of his cell or anything like that? Do you trust that video footage?
I'll believe it when I see it. And to this day, I actually don't know if I'll believe it because AI is getting too damn real.
Okay. So how do you feel about Mark Cuban saying he wants to join the American Party with Elon Musk?
I think the American Party with Elon Musk is a lot of grifting. I think that our party works, our democracy works as it should, and both parties have their stances. I think it takes a lot back to Ross Perot, back whenever he ran as an independent, and stole nearly 29, or not 29, I think it was 19% of the vote. But I think we are truly leading to somewhere where maybe we can get an independent leader.
Yeah, I'm not opposed to Mark Cuban. I'm gonna be real, man. I said it. I said that if Elon and Mark Cuban can get together, they might could do some amazing things. I've also been on record saying that if the Democrat wants to win the 2028 election, they need to run Mark Cuban, nobody else. But now I'm looking at it like Mark Cuban's reaching out to Elon, and it's like that might not be good for the left or for the right. That might make it, they're saying that Elon's party is gonna pull votes from the right. But Mark Cuban might take some of those left-leaning voters. Mark Cuban will take a lot of independent voters.
Yeah, but I also think that Mark Cuban and Elon coming together could actually capture a lot of the vote from the left and the right. So maybe it could be a good thing if they're actually focused on what's right for the American people.
Okay. So how do you feel about a potential of Mark Cuban running your country?
Cuban, I mean, I'm a Texas boy. He ran the Dallas Mavericks for a while. I don't got a problem with the man, but I think he has some flaws in his political ideas as well.
Okay. Let's get some hot takes from the caller before we get him out of here, man. Cuban or Gavin Newsom?
Cuban.
Okay, Cuban or AOC?
Cuban.
Cuban or Wes Moore?
I think Wes Moore. He's not bad.
Okay. Cuban or DeSantis?
Sanchez.
Cuban or
I think
JD
he runs
Vance?
Florida very well, even though he runs it with a tight ship. He runs it like a tight ship.
Cuban or Vance?
Vance talks well. I'd like to know what his actual ideas are, though, not just behind Trump.
Okay, Cuban or Kamala?
Cuban.
Cuban or Tim Walz?
Cuban.
All right, man. I appreciate you calling, man. I hope you subscribe to the channel, man. We go live every single day over here, man. I hope to hear from you again. We also have a Discord, and it's a thriving Discord. We talk about all kind of shit, man. It's all kind of people in there. Be sure to subscribe to the channel, man.
Yes, sir. I've been subscribed for a minute.
Hey, I appreciate you.
Call from
Edward.
What's going on, caller? What's your name? Where you calling from?
My name is Edward. I'm calling from Burling, Georgia, about a half an hour north of the Florida line.
Okay. What's going on, Edward from Georgia, man? How do you feel about this Epstein client list?
It needs to be put out there. Hello. And let me explain something why here. The enumerated powers with our Constitution and the inception of this nation, we are the boss. We are to be taken lightly. The problem is every reason we're in this predicament that we are, people do not realize their power. They don't realize that being born in this country with this Constitution, you can't invade anybody else's rights. You have more power to stand up and do what you can do, and this indoctrination has got to go. We've gotten lazy. I'm 57 years old, and I'm embarrassed in my own generation because people have just lost their ability to learn, lost their thirst to learn, fear porn, bang, bang, and then they try to manipulate, maneuver you. People got to turn the TV off, investigate, read a real book. If it doesn't feel right, that's God communicating with you, follow that, And that's one of the things I do, and it's hard to get people out of their box a little bit because when they start learning things, they are very mean and violent when they start thinking outside the box. Awakening is not an easy process for a lot of people, but they've got to realize there's something that happened in January of 2021. Let me explain something here. Donald John Trump closed the Corporation of the United States, dissolved it by classified EO. What that did was it went ahead and disconnected us from the IRS, SSA, all of them private alphabet agencies in the cracker.
Do you think that anyone in the media or any of our elected officials told us this? No, that's treason. You're making money off of our enslavement, fiduciary enslavement. But we have to stand. The thing is right now with as a constitutional republic, here's an answer that I've developed over 30 years. As a constitutional republic, there's a variable of misuse, meaning entrusting somebody else. That trust is gone. That trust is gone, okay? We have to consolidate the power we have and add a fourth branch of government, which is called domestic. We, the people. This binds our elected officials to direct representation, and anything outside of the focus of protecting the Constitution, protecting the Republic, and us is treason. What do you think of that?
I think you might be onto something, man. I really honestly do, man. Especially with Pam Bondi saying she had the files on her desk and coming out, and now they're releasing that there weren't none. The only way that, listen, let me finish, caller, hold on. The only way I see that just flying by is kind of what you said, putting it under the national security. It would be treason if she came out and said, nah, it really is a client list after they agreed to put it out to the public that there is no client list.
Guess what? Who do they work for? They work for us. They don't need to be afraid about these so-called elite bosses or whatever is telling them that they're going to have this problem or they're going to be blacklisted out of their business or whatever. They need to worry about us. The Second Amendment is not just about guns. It means take care of business. It means eliminate the tyranny of oppressive government. That means take care of business. It doesn't specify how. It doesn't specify to who or anything. It just means make right what's wrong. And
correct.
If we wanted to, we could purge every one of these people out, but that's not the way to do it. You know, that's just not the way to do it. But even though it's constitutionally feasible, no. We need to rise above all of this and let this goopity-goop of whatever negativity slide off of us like it doesn't exist. Do like the Amish. Make it vanish.
Okay.
The negativity wants attention, you know?
One moment, caller. Everybody that's calling in, I'm gonna give this caller 1 minute to answer this last question because he's really informed and I like to hear what he say. I wish we had more time, but I got people blowing me up. So I'm gonna ask you this.
I hope to be on the show as a guest one of these days.
Oh yes, anytime, man. Join the Discord. I'm gonna have my mods drop the Discord in the chat so you can join the Discord, man. We got a really nice Discord, and that'll be way that we can get you in.
Sir. Ask me anything.
Okay. I want to ask you about Mark Cuban wanting to join the American Party and how you feel about it.
He's a member of the Chinese Communist Party. I don't think so. He's a card-carrying member of the CCCP, just like Elon Musk is.
Okay. All right, man. I appreciate you for calling in. I'm gonna get to this next caller.
You have a good evening.
You as well.
Call from
Ricky Johnson.
Ricky Johnson, where you calling from?
Texas.
Okay, Ricky Johnson from Texas. It sounds like your mouth is a little too close to the microphone. You might have to back up a little bit. But how you feeling about this Epstein client list? Oh, he laughing and shit. I don't know what he got going on. He laughing and shit. Anyways, man, I appreciate that caller for calling in. Thank you, Big Niche, for dropping the Discord. Thank you for dropping the Discord. Everybody, that link right there is the Discord. We have a thriving community. I need some double taps, though. I need some double taps and some likes, man. This is crazy, though. This is crazy. Pam Bondi sitting here. Hold on. That's not the right email. Here it is. Pam Bondi sitting here telling me she got the shit on her desk and now it ain't there.
Welcome to the greatest damn show on YouTube. Welcome to the greatest damn show on YouTube.
What's up, Daniel? Yeah, this is crazy to me, man. Like, I'm finna go to Twitter. Let's see what Twitter's going crazy right now about this shit. Twitter's going crazy right now about this shit, chat. I'm not gonna lie. Am I back yet? Can y'all hear me now? I got some prank callers, man. Can y'all hear me now? The FBI is trending right now on Twitter. It says breaking. The DOJ and the FBI now say Epstein had no client list and died by suicide. In March, Pam Bondi said the FBI had tens of thousands of Epstein videos. In April, Kash Patel said they vanished. In July, the DOJ is saying no names and no list. So they had the tapes, and then Kash Patel said, oh, it was no tapes. There are no tapes. Oh, there's no tapes. It's crazy, bro. I'm finna play the clip for y'all. This is Kash Patel.
Logical play out. If there was a video of some guy or gal committing felonies on an island and I'm in charge, don't you think you'd see it?
Tens of thousands of videos.
No! And y'all are saying we wouldn't see it because y'all are saying that the children were being harmed. So Kash Patel, no, we don't think we would see it. Even if we didn't think you was lying and they was there, no, we know that y'all are not gonna show us some child porn. I would hope not. Would we see it? No, we wouldn't see it. You know damn well we wouldn't see it. Like what?
Logical play out. If there was a video of some guy or gal committing felonies on an island and I'm in charge, don't you think you'd see it?
Tens of thousands of videos of Epstein with children or child porn. And there are hundreds of victims. And no one victim will ever get released. It's just the volume, and that's what they're going through right now. The FBI is diligently going.
Again, logical.
Now, chat, I'm from Arkansas. I'm a little country. But that shit didn't go over my head. That shit might have went over y'all head. This woman says she had an Epstein client list on her desk. Now Kash Patel saying that it ain't no videos.
Play out. If there was a video of some guy or gal committing felonies on an island and I'm in charge, don't you think you'd see it?
No. Here you go. Here goes the rest of the document, chat. After a thorough investigation, the FBI concluded Jeffrey Epstein committed suicide in his cell at the Metropolitan Correctional Center in New York City on August 10th, 2019. This conclusion is consistent with previous findings, including August 19th, 2019, autopsy findings of the New York City office of the chief medical examiner, the November 2019 position of the U.S. Attorney's Office for the Southern District of New York in connection with the investigation of the federal correctional officers responsible for guarding Epstein, and the June 2023 conclusions of the DOJ Office of the Inspector General. The conclusion that Epstein died by suicide is further supported by video footage from the common area of the special housing unit where Epstein was housed at the time of his death. As DOJ Inspector General explained in 2023, anyone entering or attempting to enter the tier where Epstein's cell was located in the SHU common area would have been captured by the footage. The FBI's independent review of this footage confirmed that from the time Epstein was locked in his cell around 10:40 p.m. August 9, 2019, until around 6:30 a.m. the next morning, nobody entered any of the tiers in the SHU. They don't got to do checks. During this review, the FBI enhanced the relevant footage by increasing its contrast, balancing the cover, and improving sharpness for greater clarity and viewability. The raw, full enhanced videos are available at the following link. But I've been in jail before. I ain't never been to the prison, and I've never been to the feds. But don't the guards have to do a check? Like, don't they got, when everybody's locked down, don't they got to do like a hourly or maybe every other hour, like a walkthrough? So what the fuck do you mean nobody entered the tier? If nobody entered the tier, that means somebody wasn't doing their fucking job, right? If nobody entered the tier, that means somebody wasn't doing their job, right? So, of all days for a motherfucker to not do their job, the day this man offs himself in the cell, nobody did checks. Nobody did walk around. Even if you said they did walk arounds and just was being lazy and didn't see the man hanging from whatever he was hanging from, even then I would believe it. But to say nobody entered the tier, you mean nobody walked through that motherfucker from 10:40 to 6:30 a.m.? Nobody did a walkthrough. 10:40, 11:40, 12:40, 1:40, 2:40, 3:40, 4:40, 5:40, and at 6:30 somebody find this man? So nobody did their fucking job, right? Nobody. No, not shift change, not the breaks, just nobody. Y'all just on, and there's cameras there. So you think these motherfuckers just on camera not doing their job, not even acting like they doing their job? Y'all know how this shit go. Yes, these people working at the feds or whatever, they regular people. They're 9-to-5 workers. Maybe they not doing their job to the best of their fucking ability, but they at least gonna act like it. Right? They at least gonna act like they did around. Y'all telling me nobody entered the damn tier for 6-7 hours. Nobody even acted like they did a fucking round. Right? Ain't nobody get fired. Hold on. Hey, you're a little too loud. It's crazy, bro. Nobody did their job, bro. You said that's what it is, simple as that. Even if he guilty, 10 hours, he was long gone. That's what I'm saying, bro. But like, for them to say, let me find it. It says, as DOJ Inspector General explained in 2023, anyone entering or attempting to enter the tier, this is the tier, where Epstein's cell was located from the shoe common area would have been captured by this footage. The FBI's independent review of the footage confirmed from the time Epstein was locked in his cell around 10:40 on August 9, 2019 until around 6:30 a.m. the next morning, nobody entered any of the tiers in the shoe. So nobody did a walkthrough through the whole fucking lockdown, through the whole fucking hole. Everybody that was in the hole was just in that motherfucker. Ain't nobody doing a walkthrough today. You bet not do no walkthrough today. You bet not do no walkthrough today over there around them tiers. Not one of them. I don't want you to see you on tier A, B, C, D. I don't want to see you on tier 1, 2, 3. Don't nobody do no walkthrough today. We got some business going on. I ain't the brightest apple in the bunch, Chad, but common sense is not so common no more. Nobody did a walkthrough. This the feds we're talking about. We not talking about the county jail in your little hometown of 500-600 people. We're not talking about the county jail in your little hometown of 10,000, 15,000. We're not even talking about the state penitentiary. We're talking about the feds, bro. We're talking about Metropolitan Correctional Center in New York City. Nobody did a walkthrough. Y'all telling us nobody went over there. What it do, caller? What's your name? Where you calling from?
I'm from Louisville, but look, I'll be real quick. So the guards got honorable discharge, and it was like paid. Can you hear me, sir?
Yeah, I can hear you. Speak up just a little bit for the chat, though.
So the guards, the two guards from the Epstein that was guarding it or whatever at the time, they got honorable discharge paid for, if I'm not mistaken. They was like able to retire earlier. Like bro, look up the two guards when you get a chance and look. You feel me? Of the stipulations of what they got when they got discharged. It's wild. Say that you saying they wasn't doing their jobs and
So you saying they got a severance package?
they got badges, nigga. They got medals of honor when Epstein died.
I didn't know that. So you saying, like, no exaggeration, they actually got awards?
Bro, I was just watching it's a podcast like Jimmy something. I can't think of the white boy's last name, but he has a lot of
Thank you, Big
high-ranking officers and stuff like that on his show, and I swear to God, nigga, that's what he said. He said both of them got honorable discharge, they got medals, all that type of shit. I wouldn't make it up just to look good on your show or nothing like
No,
that.
I believe you. I'm just saying, like, this is crazy, man. No, I thought you might have exaggerated.
You reaching around it, but I swear, nigga, that's what they said, nigga. They both got discharged with pay, relief, all that type of shit, nigga. They went to court about it. Like, they went to court, and the judge did that for them.
That's crazy, man, because it just don't make no sense. Like, for the DOJ to release that, like, it's like damn near like they oversharing almost. You feel me? Like, you understand what I'm saying? It's like they're making it known that nobody did around. Like, that's violation of law. Like, they have to do rounds. I ain't gonna say it's violation of law, but like policy for sure. No jail is just gonna let you go in there and sit on your ass for your whole 12-hour shift. You have to do rounds.
I'm gonna lie, I don't think Epstein's dead. I think he's in protective custody. There's a few people I think that's in protective custody that, you feel me, like on some high ranking shit. Like, I really think he's in protective custody.
Okay. All right, man. Before I get to the next caller, how do you feel about Mark Cuban possibly aligning with Elon Musk in the American Party?
I ain't really heard too much about it, but any change that's going on right now, like I'm gonna say this. I feel like if we're going through the Great Migration right now, so all the foreigners and shit that we're seeing right now is the Great Migration. If there's a war that happens in the next level, be coming after niggas. They're gonna be coming after white Christians and white Jews. Like, I'm in the hood every day. My whole hood is infiltrated by foreigners and took over everything. And they ask me all the time, bro, are you ready for the war? And they not asking me, they asking like for these white people type shit. They not worried about us niggas, we straight. So just everybody remember that.
So you think we've been infiltrated as a country?
Are you serious? What's going on right now in the politics with the migration shit, bro? I've never seen this type of stuff go on in history, bro. So, yeah.
Okay.
Or what we call sleeper cells. At any given time, somebody from their home country can be like, hey, go hit up woo, and it'll be on.
Okay, man. They say the Haitians are next for the mass deportation. How you feel about that?
That's what I'm talking about, brother. Great Migration. They kicked the police out of New York. Look that up when you get a chance. Like,
how long have you been around my channel? This your first time stumbling across the channel?
Nah, I done seen you a couple times.
Okay, well listen, I got a live where I said that this is the Jubilee year, right?
And peep that live.
Well, yeah, we got a Jubilee year going on, so it's a lot of things that happen in Jubilee years. You know, the field shall rest. They cut USAID. People are supposed to return home. Mass deportations. The debt shall be cleared. Doge.
All right, check this out, bro. If that really happened, I feel like what we seeing on TV is lightweight propaganda. That's not enough. And they just doing it to a certain group, which is the Latinos, which is really like our cousins. They locking niggas up at a high rate right now. There's an attack on black people right now, so that if there is something that goes on, they're gonna have a handle on niggas and Mexicans. So check this out, bro. First of all, and it's done happened before, bro. All these little niggas that's getting caught with these switches and shit like that, bro. That the judge is giving 20, 25 years, whatnot. And it's gonna be one of them situations where if fuck a draft, all these niggas that's locked up for these violent crimes, he's gonna give you the option. Hey, you can go fight this war, or you can sit your black ass in jail. And that's what's about to happen, bro.
I don't even think it's gonna go there. I think that El Salvador, they already talking about opening up 5 more mega prisons in El Salvador. I feel like niggas finna get deported. Niggas finna go to El Salvador. That he already said he looking into it. Shit, sending the violent criminals down there. By far and large, niggas is incarcerated on a mass scale. So who you think he mean when he say sending Americans to El Salvador? It's niggas. Just straight up. He even referenced hitting women over the head on the train. He referenced repeat violent offenders, and that's what they like to say. 50% of the murders in America are committed by which community? So who do you think they talking about sending over there? But let me walk you down to this. So I don't know if it was 2022 or 2023. You know, they gave Trump the silver crown of the Torah. You know, it was like over 150 rabbis gave him the silver crown of the Torah. Now, you got 3 crowns over there. You got the crown of the Torah, which is supposed to be prophecy. So, in a sense, they labeling Trump a prophet. You got another crown that's the crown of kingship, and you have another crown that's the crown of it's prophecy, kingship, and I believe the other one was the why he did the Pope. It's something to do with religion. You got prophecy, kingship, and then there's one to do with religion. So you see Trump already got the one for prophecy. Kingship, what is the protest we just had going on? No King's protest. And then the third one is, like I said, for the religion. When the Pope Francis died, what did Trump do? He posted the AI picture of him as Pope. I'm telling y'all, this all reverts back to the Jubilee. The Pope died in the Jubilee year.
Well, I'm saying, what exactly is the Jubilee? What like?
It's been going on since the beginning of time. Okay, I'll give you the book definition. I'll give you the book. I ain't gonna say since the beginning of time. Let me give you the actual Google definition. All right, it says a special celebrated anniversary, especially a 50th anniversary. So Jubilee definition, let's see, let's go to Jubilee meaning. All right. The term Jubilee in the Catholic Church refers to a special year of forgiveness, reconciliation, and spiritual renewal. It's a time when the faithful are encouraged to embark on pilgrimages, seek repentance, and renew their focus on spiritual life. The concept of a Jubilee has roots in Hebrew tradition as recorded in Leviticus, where it was celebrated every 50 years with the freeing of slaves and forgiveness of debts. In 1300, Pope Boniface VIII instituted the first Christian Jubilee, and since then the Church has designated each new Jubilee as a special year of grace and forgiveness, offering the faithful an opportunity to obtain plenary indulgence. Pope Francis has designated the 2025 Jubilee as a time to renew ourselves as pilgrims of hope, emphasizing the theme of hope as a central focus. Jubilee began December 24th, 2024, and it will continue until the closing January 6, 2026. So that's in a nutshell what it is. But those are the things that were supposed to go on. The fields were supposed to rest. Debts were forgiven. Slaves were free. People were returned to their homelands. And I feel like we're seeing that on a worldwide scale. And I believe that Trump getting that silver crown of the Torah, labeling him a prophet, has a lot to do with it. Because you know Trump is the one, I believe Trump is the one who recognized Jerusalem as the capital of Israel after all of these years.
Look, that's another rabbit hole. Like, indigenous to America, so you feel me? Like, I ain't going nowhere, you feel me? Like, there's nothing, like I said, I really feel like white population is down right now. Their numbers is down. They going after certain people. When you put people in a cage and they can communicate with among each other, people numbers. You feel me?
Call in, Sherry. Call in, Sherry.
Like,
One moment, caller. One moment, caller. Hold on, caller. One moment, caller. Give me 1 second. Hold on, caller. Sherry says, if you talk about Jubilee and don't know where it came from, don't talk about it until you do your research. Read the OT. Listen, Sherry, I want you to call in because I have a few lives about it. I have done my research, but for purposes of this live stream and this caller, I wanted to give him the Google definition. My definition isn't going to be the Google definition. You know what I'm saying? So I was just trying to be as transparent as possible.
But I appreciate you taking my call, bro. I'm going to let you talk to Sherry.
All right, now.
I'm going to try to listen in on this Jubilee stuff.
All right, I appreciate you calling. Let's try to call back whoever just called. Hopefully that was Sherry. No, they're not attached to the cowboy hat. I need a retwist though, but they're not attached to the cowboy hat at all. I need a retwist though. You know, this is my hair. It's not attached to the cowboy hat, but I do need a retwist. My shit a little fucked up right now. Do your baby mama do retwist? One and only, do your baby mama do retwist? The caller didn't answer. The caller didn't answer. But yeah, that's one of the things that I think is going on. Hold on, here go the call. I gotta block another caller. We got prank callers calling in. I mean, that's cool. I'm just gonna block you. You said got the fake Patriot podcast? Nah, bro, I'm American. You know, I'm Black American, bro. I don't have a home country like a lot of you other peoples have. See, Brandon, your name is Brendan, so you probably have, you know, some roots across the water somewhere. You know what I'm saying? You probably know the exact city and what side of town that your ancestors came from. All I know is America. You know what I'm saying? So I can't fly a Polish flag or you know, a Russian flag, or I just can't, you know? I can't. So I fly what I am, American. You say Red Dead Redemption, I fuck with that. Yeah, this could be Red Dead Redemption. You said my mom will do a twist on your lap like a chubby checker. Okay. Then you say I look Black Red Dead Redemption. I'm not gonna, you know, go back and forth with you because the first joke I want to respond to, but then you said I look like Black Red Dead Redemption, so I'm just gonna let it go. But yeah, how I feel about this shit is, I feel like Pam Bondi lied. I feel like Kash Patel lied. Somebody lied, and I feel like shit, they lied in our face. It's not even like they tried to hide the damn lies. Like either you lied about having a client list on your desk, or you lied about there being a client list at all. Both things cannot be true. If you had the client list on your desk, why are you coming out and saying there was never a client list? So it's either you was lying in the beginning or you lying now. Which one are you lying about? Because that's important too. It's either you was lying in the beginning or you lying now. Now you telling us you lying in the beginning indirectly. Can you come out and say you was lying? No, I'm gonna need Pam Bondi to come out and say she was lying. I'd be cool with that as an American. Just come out and say you was lying. Like, don't leave us in the dry. Don't come out and say you got something on your desk and that you're the most transparent administration in history and you finna drop this shit and then you come out and say, oh, it was never there. I mean, you can do that. Just say you was lying. Let us get a press conference, get Caroline up there, tell Caroline to call a press conference, and you get up there and you apologize to the American people for putting your foot in your mouth and saying that you had something on your desk when it wasn't on your desk. Straight up. I feel like we at least are deserved that much. If you put your foot in your mouth, it happens to all of us. From time to time, everybody's gonna put their foot in their damn mouth. But on an issue this big, we deserve an apology because you told us it was on your desk. And now you're releasing statements saying there is no client list and there was no blackmail. Can we get an apology? You talking about how am I closed-minded? Hold on, what did you say? Get a life? I don't know if you're talking to me or them. You said the Django Unchained, Johnny Appleseed, you done been in here before. How about you hold my nuts? You know how that shit go. You said react to what? React to Candace Owens' Big Bill rant? We can do that. I'm at midnight at 12, I'm gonna go put my kids down to bed. I'm gonna end this live, go put my kids down to bed, and then I'm gonna come live on that trash ass camera I got on my laptop. But I'm gonna have the clips playing. So if y'all want me to react to something, drop it in the Discord. Drop what y'all want me to react to in the Discord, because that feminism shit, that Candace 20v, that one Candace Owens versus 20 feminists this morning at 4 in the morning, we had like 300-400 people in here watching that. So I am gonna do a lot more reactions. You says how's not no list of Trump on the list? See, they trying to say them was the flight logs, puzzles. They trying to say the flight log is different than the client list. Remember, they were saying he had a little black book with all the names in it. Remember, they were saying that. Remember, they were saying that he had. Hold on, caller. You said, no, there was 156 people in here. Nah, that live peaked at 400. It peaked at like 397. I got the analytics right here. That live peaked at like 397. But when you was in here, it probably was 156, but it peaked at 397. What's up, caller? Where you calling from? What's your name?
I'm calling from the Rusty side of town, and my name is Rusty.
Okay, Rusty. How do you feel about the Epstein list?
You niggas should be on it.
We should be on the Epstein list. How would I be on the list and I don't know him?
It don't even matter, boy. You're black.
Oh, I'm black. I know where you from.
You heard me. You heard me right, Negro.
That sound like Stein.
This be Indian time.
If I didn't know the number, I would have hung up on you, nigga. I would have hung up on you, nigga.
What's your brother? How you doing, man? Good show.
I'm about drunk over here too while you playing this shit.
I know. I had to just lock it up a little bit, no diddy.
Hell yeah, nah, I'm chilling though, man. How you feel about them saying there wasn't no Epstein list now?
It's lies, bro. It's all lies. The same way they talking about all our money ain't going over here and going over there. It's all lies, bro. It's all lies. Everything is lies, bro. Everything. The Epstein list, bro. we know this man did what he did and boo 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 boo. But they're gonna lie to us and make us seem like we ain't crazy. Make us seem, you know what I'm saying? Like, we see what's going on.
Facts. Somebody, Austin said, why did they wait till after the Diddy case? Almost a week after the Diddy case, they come out and say it ain't no Epstein list. When we were supposed to get that shit 2 months ago.
What you say his name was Austin, right?
Yeah, dude in the chat named Austin.
Use your common sense, bro, and have some real discernment, bro. Like, real deal. Like, just, all we have to do is take the distractions out and pay attention to what's really going on. And then you're not as crazy as people make you out the scene, bro. You feel me? Like, honestly, just pay attention to what's going on. I like that cowboy hat too, Doc.
Oh, yeah, I got this at Target. I got this motherfucker at Target for the No Kings protest. Appreciate you, though.
Alright, no, ain't nothing but love. I ain't never been no hater. I'm about to go get me one. You gotta give me a different color, so I don't want the people think I'm writing new style.
Lala said you had her fooled on that one. When you called in with the voice.
Yeah, I know. I tried, but you called me out, so I couldn't even do it.
Hey, man. Hey. I had to listen. You did. I linked up close to the computer. I said, it's Espstein. Straight up, man.
I was trying, so I couldn't even do my real voice because I'm sitting here trying like, damn, let me hide it. But I'm like, I couldn't even hide it, bro. You figured it out. Corey World saying I'm Cocaine Cowboy Plug. This the alter ego Cocaine Cowboy Plug. That's what we gonna call this alter ego. Yeehaw on their ass. Yeehaw.
Nah, I ain't gonna yeehaw, but this America, baby. America, baby. Mm-hmm. But how do you feel? So what do you, all right. So as an American, Stein, what do you feel like Pam Bondi and Kash Patel should do? Do you feel like they owe us an apology? If they're not going to tell us the truth, we caught them in a lie. She said that she had those client lists on her desk, and now they saying it was never a client list. At the minimum, I say we deserve an apology as an American people. What do you think we should get?
Of course. That's how I feel. And then, dog, I don't even want to get into it. Because money shit just got what's the name. You know, I get
y'all, hold on. One moment, Stein. Y'all are saying the Dems had that list for 4 years. Listen, that's all right. If they had the list for 4 years, why the fuck is the most transparent administration in the world saying there was no list? There's no list. If the Dems had it for 4 years, and then Pam Bondi said she had it on her desk, why the fuck is they saying it ain't no list now? Y'all saying the Dems had the list for 4 years does not excuse the fact Pam Bondi got on Fox News and said she had it on her desk.
Real about the whole situation, brother. We been voting Democrat for what, 60 years now? Soon as after the Jim Crow, when they got done spraying us with hoses and sticking the dogs.
You said show her saying that. Hold on, they asking me to show Pam Bondi saying she got the list. Listen, I got it right here. Listen to this clip. This is the clip right here. It's on Fox News. I'm playing the clip. I'm just gonna press play. Watch.
List of Jeffrey Epstein's clients? Will that really happen?
It's sitting on my desk right now to review. That's been a directive by President Trump. I'm reviewing that. I'm reviewing JFK.
It's sitting on my desk right now to review. Hold on.
MLK files. That's all in the
MLK files, JFK files, all of them.
Reviewed because that was done at the directive of the president from all of these agencies.
So have you seen anything that you said, oh my gosh?
Not yet.
Okay. Well, we'll check back with you.
I'm going to play it again. You asked me to play the clip where Pam, but she didn't say she had flight logs. He said a client list. Y'all trying to give me that flight log bullshit? Get the fuck out. She said a client list. Now, I just told y'all, if she stuck her foot in her mouth, that's all right. Get up there with Caroline and tell us you stuck your foot in your mouth. And that's all right. Everything can be forgiven. People make mistakes. And if this was a mistake, get up here and apologize. Call Caroline, call a press conference and say, I'm sorry. Because if not, I think you hiding shit. Somebody got to take some accountability for this shit. I'm going to play it again. Listen.
The DOJ may be releasing the list of Jeffrey Epstein's clients?
May be released in the list of Jeffrey Epstein's clients. She didn't say flight log. Now listen.
Yeah.
It's sitting on my desk right now to review.
It's sitting on my desk right now to review.
Directive by President Trump. I'm reviewing that. I'm reviewing.
So what is we talking about? Stein, you with me? Oh, Stein hung up. All she said was she was reviewing the file. She said the client list is sitting on her desk right now. One second, Stein. You said all she said is she's reviewing the file, man. He said releasing the client list. She said it's on my desk right now. Why is there no client list no more? You sitting here talking about all she said was she was going to review the files. You damn right she said it. That means there's a file. That means there's a client list. Why the fuck on July 6, 2025 are they telling me it ain't one? No, she did not. Let me play the clip again. I swear you motherfuckers slow.
JFK files, MLK files. That's all.
Let it roll over. Hold on.
Because that was done at the directive of the president from all of these agencies.
So have you seen anything that you said, oh my gosh?
This is a whole different question when he asked, have you seen anything yet, right?
Not yet.
Okay. Well, we'll check back with you.
Now listen. He listened to the question he asked her. He don't say flight log or nothing. He says client list. She says it's on her desk.
The DOJ may be releasing the list of Jeffrey Epstein's clients? Will that really happen?
It's sitting on my desk right now to review. That's been a directive.
It's sitting on my desk right now to review. That mean it exists, nigga. Why are they saying it don't exist, nigga? You said third time, no, she did not. How are you saying no, she did not? I got subtitles up and everything, nigga. Yes, she did. I got subtitles up. Go ahead, Stein.
Just heard her say it, bro.
She said it's sitting on my desk right now to review. Did the motherfucker disappear? Did it exist or did it not exist? What the fuck she gonna review? How she gonna review something that don't exist?
Reviewing it. She said, I'm reviewing it, bro. So that means it is it. So what she's reviewing is the names that she's going to keep on it and the names that she's going to take off it. Remember when they pulled that shit up the first time, right? And everything redacted. It's going to be a whole bunch of redacted shit on that motherfucker, bro. Be a whole bunch of, because it's going to fuck everything up. That list ain't never going to come out, bro. If you believe that list going to come out, nigga, I got a bridge I can sell you in Wyoming, and I got a motherfucking ocean that I can sell you in Nevada, nigga, if you believe that list gonna
Listen,
come out.
You said the file contains all kind of stuff, maybe includes a client list, maybe not. No, nigga, you said Bondi never said a client list. She answered the question. Don't you think as the leader of the DOJ, you need to be media trained? He said, or is the client list there? She said it's sitting on my desk right now. She didn't say I got some evidence sitting on my desk. She didn't say I got some shit to review sitting on my desk. She said it is sitting on my desk. What the fuck is it? If he asking her about a client list and she says it is sitting on my desk, see, that's what's wrong with you motherfuckers. Y'all so gung-ho got Pam Bondi's nuts in your hand like this. You can't even ask for an apology as an American. It's crazy.
Yeehaw.
I didn't say fire the lady. I didn't say do. All I said was, can she apologize to the American people? All I said was sometimes people make mistakes. Sometimes people put their foot in their mouth. I'm a content creator. I've been on the internet a long fucking time. It's been quite a few times I done put my foot in my fucking mouth, all right?
Likewise, brother.
And what did I say, Stein? Every time I put my foot in my mouth, what did I do?
Apologize. I was wrong. I put my foot in my mouth. I was wrong. You take accountability for what you have done. I know you, brother. I know you. They don't know I know you like that, but I know you. You take accountability for everything you have ever done. Really, period. So, all right. So everybody else keep that same fucking energy.
That's it. All she got to do is say, you know what? I thought it was on my desk. I hadn't got to my desk. And when we reviewed it, the client list wasn't there. We do have the flight logs. The client list wasn't there. Clean that shit up.
That's it.
That's it. That's all.
Wrap it up, man.
As an American, I would be elated with that. That would give us some closure. Right now, I'm looking at it like y'all some fucking liars. I'm looking at Pam. It's either Pam Bondi or Kash Patel. One of them motherfuckers lying.
Both of them lying, bro. That's the first thing about it. Both of them lying.
So who is it, chat? Is Pam Bondi lying or is Kash Patel lying?
Both of them lying, bro. They all be lying. That's the one thing we all got to get a grip on. They all be lying. You know why? Because they all paid from the motherfucking what's their name. And you know, I'm not gonna fuck up with you shit, but you know what I'm talking about. Oh, they ain't cowboy hat, but
I think Kash Patel fucking lying. I think Pam Bondi put her foot in her mouth and she just need to apologize. I think she had the Epstein files. I think they was on her desk, and I think they told Kash Patel to say it wasn't no video, wasn't no none of that shit. Because now Kash Patel lying again, right? Because in this document, what does it say? Hold on. Let me get back to the document. Where's my Discord? Kash Patel fucking lying too. Because in the document it says, where the fuck is it, bro? Basically, in the document it says that all the video that they have would not be able to be released at court because children are being abused, right? And it would not incriminate anybody else. All it would do would expose the victims, right? But I just played a clip of Kash Patel saying, if there was some dude on an island abusing kids, you don't think that y'all would see it from me. You don't think you would have seen the video. So
you say a whole bunch of kids getting abused and shit, right? And you say all that, but then think about all the kids that go missing in America. Where's the big
hold on, Stein, before we get off on the other subject. Listen, they said in the paperwork that they filed today that there were gigabytes and thousands of videos, and there were all kind of evidence of Epstein harming children or people that looked like they were children. But Kash Patel went on Joe Rogan, I believe, and said if there was a dude on the island committing felonies, do you think that you would see the video or not?
You're not, bro. But what I'm trying to tell you is the people who control that shit, bro. It's the people who control that shit, bro. You know who control that shit. It ain't cowboy hat. It's the other kind of hat, bro. So you can't really...
Stein, let me get this next caller, man. Hang out for me. Call me back in like 10 minutes.
I got people calling me right now, bro.
Bet.
I love you, brother.
All right, love you too, War. My partner right there, man. No Diddy, no Epstein. Straight up, no Diddy, no Epstein. Washington on that list. Who? George? Man. We got a stock value for migration trade or something, maybe not, maybe just Disney censorship cruise. I don't know. I'm just saying though, man. I don't know where my glasses at, Corey World. Oh yeah, I do. Shamaya said marry her, tell her to call in. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from? Man, hold my nuts, cake ass nigga. Shut the fuck up. You never thought you was gonna get the last word on my show, nigga. Slap the fuck out you. See you walking out the store and push you down, boy. Nappy head ass boy. I hate you, nigga. Can't stand niggas like you. Let me get to the next caller. I got a show to run, cake ass nigga.
Call from
Will.
Thought he was gonna get one off on me on them motherfucker. Boy, I've been on the internet too long, nigga. You never thought you was gonna get the last over here, nigga. I'm the funny one, nigga. What Money Way say? You not funnier enough, nigga. I'm the funny one tonight, nigga. It's my show, nigga. You never thought you was gonna call my 512 number and get the fuck off on me, boy. Cake ass nigga. Catch you coming out the store and push you down, nigga. Fuck wrong with you, nigga? No, I'm not grabbing the camera for a Lamar Jackson edit because you promised me the last 4 days in a row that I was grabbing the camera for a Lamar Jackson edit. You ain't sent me no Lamar Jackson edit yet. No. You say 10K on my hat? Okay. That ain't the first time they put some change on my brain. I had some cake on me one. I appreciate that caller. He just wanted to shout out Trump and JD Vance. You can call in and shout out whoever you want to. What's going on, caller? What's your name? Where you calling from?
Can I get a hallelujah?
Hallelujah.
Because I'm saying, man, I made investments. People are mad at me all over the country.
Who mad at you all over the country?
It's crazy, man.
Who mad at you?
The world, man, the economy, it's done gone bad.
Okay. Why they mad at you for the economy going bad?
We in trouble.
All right now, they saying is that Herbert? Is your name Herbert?
Herbert.
Yeah, they saying your name Herbert. They know you.
Herbert who at the White House?
Okay. All right now, Herbert. How do you feel about Bart Cuban linking up with Elon Musk?
Elon Musk. It's a party, it's a party, it's a party.
All right now, caller. I appreciate you for calling in, man. Be sure to subscribe to the channel.
No doubt, man. Hey, man, look. For a party out that month, man, it's about to be lit. It's about to be lit.
Okay, all right, man. You talking about an all-white party?
Drip, splash.
All right, I'm gonna get my white Air Force Ones ready, man. I ain't fucking with you though. I ain't coming to your party, but I am gonna buy some white ones, man. Be sure to subscribe to the channel. Yeah, we ain't going to that all-white party, chat. We ain't going to. You said drink another one. Drink another what? Shot. What's up, Ben? Where you calling from?
Hey, man, I'm calling from Fort Worth, Texas.
Ben from Fort Worth, Texas, man.
I want to see it, and I think someday we will get it. I just think we need to give Bondi and Kash like a little bit of space because they just got there to the swamp. And there's thousands of people in the deep state that's been working in them offices all along. And as soon as they get there, they say all these orders, they got all these new directives, and they just getting piles of stuff put on their desk, and who knows what's in them piles.
Listen, no, we can't give them credit because they just got there, right? You know what I'm saying? The reason I'm saying that we can't give them credit because they just got there is because they're standing on them being the most transparent administration in history. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes when you give yourself patches, you know the Letterman jackets in high school, how you win all conference or all district or all state, you get a patch. Well, this administration kind of gave their self the patch, right, of the most transparent in history. And it's not feeling transparent to me when I'm seeing contradictory statements from the head of the DOJ and the head of the FBI.
Yeah, man, you're right. I mean, I have seen a couple of things that kind of made me disappointed. I guess, I don't know. I want to give them like a little bit more time because, they can ask and they can have a good core crew around them as much as they want. But if something wants to be hidden, they're going to hide it. So I just feel like they're still in the process of cleaning house, you know? So maybe whenever she finally did review them files, she was like, there ain't nothing in here right now for me to put out. We're going to look stupid if I put it out. So let me keep looking for something. That's kind of the way that
Right, but do you not realize what that piece of paper that they put out meant? The piece of paper that they put out meant that there's no further investigation. There are gonna be no subsequent arrests. They're saying that Epstein trafficked alone. So you're saying, I know you mentioned earlier that it might come out later, but I'm here to tell you that this document they put out today said this is the end all be all. Don't ask no more questions. It's over with.
See, I missed that. I ain't seen that document today, so no, that's disappointing. That's real disappointing.
They're saying that any information that they have further would have not came out in court. Any information that they have further would not be allowed to be released because it would be considered child porn. Any information that they have further would not incriminate any other individual that has not been incriminated already, being Maxwell or Epstein. So my question was, who was Epstein trafficking to? Was it just Maxwell? So it was a Maxwell Epstein going back and forth. Nobody else was involved. Is that really trafficking?
I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. I feel like, I can't remember the name of this lady, but there was like that Hollywood madam, and whenever she got caught, she had her little book with all the celebrities in it that were hitting her up for prostitutes. I feel like maybe Epstein was like that person for big, powerful people, and Ghislaine was like the secretary, the accountant, the appointment keeper kind of person. I don't know if anyone like maybe they were not the top of the chain.
This is what I'm gonna say. I'm calling out the right here, man. I'm not left, I'm not right. I'm more of an independent. I call out all sides, man. Y'all call me out every night. I call my damn self out. But I'm gonna say this. For the right to say, oh, the left had the Epstein files the whole time, right?
Yeah, no, I know.
Hold on, right? So Epstein unalived himself in 2019, right?
Something like that, yeah.
So who was president in 2019?
President
Okay, so then they said the left had the Epstein files for 4 years after that, right?
Yeah.
And then now the right has the Epstein files back in possession, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why are we getting the same results from either side? So the right are always saying, well, the left had it for 4 years, and then, well, I mean, the right's doing the same thing. The right had it first, and they have it last, and the same thing's going on, which is a whole lot of fucking nothing, a whole lot of running around, a whole lot of hooping and hollering and fucking lying.
Look, I'm going to say two more things I hope maybe you'll consider. One, besides a couple of players put into the mix, really it's a uniparty. I don't think Trump is part of a uniparty, but the government and a lot of the people involved, I really believe that they're part of the uniparty. And then the second thing, and I think this really needs to be investigated, is the congresswoman from the U.S. Virgin Islands. Her name is Representative Stacey Plaskett, and she's real famous on TV and during congressional hearings for always calling out people and acting all crazy and stuff. But she was all up in Epstein because he got her elected, and she used to go to all these parties at his house and fundraisers, and he even asked her, like, lobbied her to get him some kind of special quasi status in the U.S. Virgin Islands, and she's still serving in office. So I think if we want to find out more about this, we need to look into Stacey Plaskett. I think that's a big deal.
Okay.
Yeah. I appreciate you taking my call, man.
All right, man. I appreciate you for calling in, man. I'm gonna disconnect you. Hope you subscribe to the channel, man.
I definitely will, man. You got me thinking.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate you. Everybody double tap the screen, shut the live out. We're 17 likes away from 100 likes, man. We're 17 likes away from 100 likes. We got to get to 100 likes or I'm not coming back for another stream tonight. If we get to 100 likes, I'm going to end this stream, put my son to sleep because my daughter's asleep, and we're going to come back and do a reaction to Candace Owens on the going on a rant on the Big Beautiful Bill. I'm going to have the dual camera up where I'll be on the top of this camera and the video will be at the bottom. We'll do a reaction, but I'm not doing it if we don't get to 100 likes. I'm just being real, bro. I'm not doing it. I'll go to sleep, bro. Straight up. I'll go to sleep. Quincy, you say you calling in. Let me take the do not disturb off. The do not disturb is off now. I had do not disturb on so that caller could talk without having the beep, beep, beep on there. Yeah, I'm gonna put him to sleep, man, because he goes back to his mom tomorrow. I got 2 kids, man. They go back to their mom tomorrow. I keep my kids for, a week at a time. She gets them for a week. This her week with them. You know what I'm saying? So put him to sleep, man, because I'm going to get him up, drop him off in the morning. I got a few things I got to take care of this week. You said BC, he was on the picture. Picture was on his penthouse. Wall in the blue jail, Agent Trump, very good friends. I'm going to call in on the Candace video. Yeah, okay. Bet. Call in on it. Yeah, I think NBA Hooper told me to react to that, so I'm going to react to that. I do have a suggestions tab in the Discord, so mods, one of the mods, Big Niche, baby, drop the Discord for me. If y'all get in the Discord, I have a suggestion box over there, and if y'all want me to react to anything, now that I got OBS, I can react to videos. I can react to videos now. But if y'all notice, I scrubbed the channel. We had almost 350 videos and lives on the channel. I scrubbed everything. I wiped it down. It's gone. It will be back. I put it all on private so I could apply for my monetization. After I apply for the monetization and get the monetization, I'll put those videos back up. But we went from like 350 videos to 50 videos. But if it's any live stream that y'all want and want access to it, get in the Discord and I'll send you the link to the live. You said, who called the Django Unchained again? Nobody. My name's Plug. This is my alter ego. I'm actually a cocaine cowboy. Get that shit together. You said, beating off for monetization is crazy. I'm not ready to beat off to get monetized on YouTube, bro. Like, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Yeah, this cocaine. See, I do alter egos over here, Big Booler. I do alter egos, you know what I'm saying? I'm not one of them content creators that's too uptight to have fun, you know what I'm saying, while we get to the real. Right here, this is my alter ego, you know what I'm saying? This cocaine cowboy Plug. I got politician Plug, I got patient care Plug, I got, you know what I'm saying, it's a few versions of me, alter ego. So one night, y'all might see me as cocaine cowboy Plug. The other night, day before yesterday, y'all seen me as patient care Plug. Y'all seen Politician Plug. Politician Plug got some shorts that's getting a lot of traction, a lot of comments and shit. What's going on, Sean? Where you calling from?
Yo, what's good with it, bro? I'm calling from Chicago.
Hold on, Chicago. Claire, what the fuck you mean I'm trans ego? It ain't nothing trans about me. It's not trans ego. That's not a good term to use when you're describing me. Not trans ego. The hell is that? The fuck is trans ego, Cloud? Go ahead, Chicago.
For the LMNOP community.
Man, she and Penguin in it. I mean, Cloud in the Discord. Don't piss me off up here, Cloud. Go ahead, Chicago. How you feeling about this Epstein shit?
Man, so I really was trying to get on to the other subject you come up about the Elon and that Trump situation.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. Talk to me.
Yeah, what I would have.
Damn, he hung up. I didn't hang him up. Let's try to call him back. Damn, I'm calling the wrong motherfucker back.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, I lost you, caller. You said you was trying to talk about the Elon and Trump and Mark Cuban situation, right?
Yeah. So my whole thing, so I just feel like, so they all playing the game anyway. So with the whole Elon and Trump look feud that they got, and so they, broadcasting that all across the,
Damn, he keep hanging up. He might have bad service, chat. He might have bad service. I don't know why we keep losing him, but he's saying that Elon and Trump, they playing us like they into it. I feel like he was gonna say they playing us like they into it, and they're gonna use Mark Cuban to do whatever. You said, why aren't you with my baby mama? Isn't it true the only real American family is one that has mother and father and lives in the same household? That's not true. It doesn't mean I'm not American because I'm not with my baby mom, but the reason me and my baby mom aren't together is because we grew apart. Like, we didn't break up or on bad terms or nothing. It was like, shit, our lives were going in different places, you know? We co-parent rather well, you know what I'm saying? It's not perfect, but shit, it's pretty damn good. I don't go through the shit you niggas be going through. She don't go through the shit you women be going through, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, you know, things change, feelings change, people change. It is what it is, you know. I'm not with her. What you want me to say? I'm not American because I'm not with my baby mom. It's crazy. I shouldn't pay taxes then, huh? I should just get to skip out on taxes because I'm not with my baby mom. Right? It's crazy. It's crazy, nigga. Saying the U.S. should take Canada is laughable. Yeah, you know, Cloud Daddy Plug. Saying the U.S. should take Canada is laughable. I think Canada should consolidate. I don't think the U.S. should take Canada. I think it should just be a merger. But like Corey World says, if the U.S. gets Canada, the Republicans will never win again. The Republicans will never, ever win again if the U.S. gets Canada. It's over with for the Republicans. Depending on how many electoral votes they give them, yeah, it's over with for the Republicans. Straight up. So everybody talking about the Corey World put that game on me. I had to think about it. Corey World said that. And once I thought about it, I was like, Corey World fucking right, bro. Corey World might say a lot of bullshit, bro, but when he right, he's fucking right, bro. Like, if Canada becomes the 51st state with all that land and them people, bro, the right might not ever get in power again. You said, why no one calling in? Because that cake is fuck, bro. I just need 7 more likes so I can put my son to sleep and restart the live, bro. Like, I'm not coming back on, bro. Like, I'm standing on business tonight, bro. I promise y'all I will not get back on if I don't get 100 likes, bro. And I don't even like being like that, bro. Like, I really want to get back on and have fun, but it's like, bro, I done put over 10,000 hours into this channel, bro. Like, at some point, nigga gotta stand on business, bro. Straight up. Some point, nigga gotta stand on business, bro. I was doing lives for 3-4 hours with 5 people in here. So I don't want to hear nobody say I'm bougie or acting the kind of... I did hours of lives when there was 5 people in here, 6 people in here. I'm talking to my fucking self. I got 8 people in here and 3 of the damn TVs in my house was watching myself. So I really only had 5 people in there, maybe. Straight up. Thank y'all for the 100 likes. Now I'm finna put my son to sleep, and we gonna come back and watch Candace Owens' Big Beautiful Bill. I'm finna put my son to sleep. Give me like 20 minutes, and we'll be back to do the reaction to Candace Owens' rant on the Big Beautiful Bill. Don't worry about that number. I'll be back. It's 12:24. I'll be back before 1 a.m. Should only take about 20 minutes, but I will be back before 1 a.m. I'll see y'all in a minute, chat. Appreciate y'all.